Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Donex and I'm back with another video. I haven't been posting a whole lot lately because truth is, I really think this format sucks. It's really boring. I don't like to play Snake Eyes myself. This is just a hand trap war and comparing hands. I don't like whatever else is currently popular in the meta. And I haven't really found a synchron build that I'm really proud of. But I wanted to make this video to show you how I had some ideas that almost felt really good. um, let's begin with the first one actually. Um, this thing is like the most toxic one, and you will notice that I'm playing a Mano Iwato. I was considering also a Spectre Border. I'm also not playing a whole lot of synchron names. Actually, I'm playing standard synchron package with just monster synchron, and I'm not playing Illumination and Trail on this build. So the idea behind this is that let me show you with a combo. It's like if you open a Mano Iwato and Overtake, or like original Symbols Boys, or a way to get Jet Synchron Special Summon from the deck, you can just normal summon a Mano Iwato and you're safe from any spot removal your opponent might be playing. So let me show you quickly what I mean. You can just go, this is assuming you're going second into even a Snake Eye Burst, it doesn't matter. You can just normal summon a Mano Iwato and then activate Right. You can do it without Right, but of course with Right is much better because it gives you the non-turner bodies, of course. And then we can just play Overtake. Here, of course, you don't have to go grab Fate Dracoback now. You can use it to chain block Speeder if you don't want to play Junk Servant, but in this case I'm playing it, so I can afford to search Griffin here, and it's important because it will be one more body that you will be able to use. So now you can make Speeder. At this point you have Speeder chaining 1 and Jet Synchron chaining 2, and so they cannot respond to Speeder, and even if they have spot removal, it doesn't matter because Speeder will give you such an advantage. She will just don't care about spot removal after Speeder is resolving. Plus, people are just making Baron, Apollosa, Savage, and all that kind of negates, so they will not be able to stop Speeder. The problem is everybody is on impermanence. Like everybody is on Imperm, Veiler, Mourner, and playing a lot of them. So if it's like you can play around those, of course. Like you can play cards like Midbreaker, you can play Cross Out yourself, you can play a lot of stuff, but you're hoping to draw a Mano Iwato, right, Overtake, and a way to deal with Imperm. It's just too much to ask. So you're probably gonna get it once in a while, but it's not very consistent, even though, again, this interaction of using a Mano Iwato to protect your brave bodies from the spot removal, like Princess, like SP, and all that shit that is really annoying. It's really cool, especially because the Mano has got a high attack and the token has got a high attack, so you can even use your battle phase. As you know, Synchron is a deck that can play very well in main phase too, because you can just Calamity Lock or even just hand drip and take out every follow-up piece they added, so you can't do that. But as I said, everybody's playing Imperm, Vader, and Mourner, so this Unfortunately, it doesn't work. But it was this close, and this could be a way to play the Adventure Synchron deck in the future. Another approach I tried was loading my deck with a bunch of hand traps, and this was really good. Um, it's like you have 16 hand traps, and the beasts are actually hand trap even in Snake Eyes, because you can hit Link Rebo, you can you can hit SP, IP, whatever they want to put in the graveyard. You can hit their Bellstar if they are dumping and trying to revive it with Celine. So there are a lot of applications, and especially in Hand Traps War, the misses come up very often. Another cool thing is that Magnum with Pulse Sight can search Phantasme. That is really strong because Phantasme can trigger even when your opponent summons Princess from the graveyard to disrupt you. So you can drop Phantasme, draw 2, mulligan, draw 2 at least, mulligan, and you have another protection from targeting negation. This was really good. It's like you open your hand traps a lot of the times when you go second. The problem with this was it was a bit inconsistent. I even tried it by removing the Ace 4 and playing the Stars package, because that's not just it's not just power, it's also consistency, because of course it works well with the Dualstar, and it works pretty well with Souls, and it works pretty well with the Brave Bodies. But still, this idea was really good, especially both side. I know that when I go second, I can side out the entire status package if my opponent is playing a really combo heavy deck, like Snake Eyes is, and just play everything else. Another MVP in this version is Fenrir. Like, Fenrir is so good in Hand Traps War. Yeah, you can just slap it down. It doesn't matter if they have Princess, because if they go for Princess, they will not be able to use IP into SP, because they're locked into Fire, unless you're playing a specifically Fire King, and against Fire King, you're like, okay, you can deal with my family, cool. I have a lot of other stuff, like for example draw that will replace the Beastials, and you have a lot of ways. The only problem was the consistency, actually. Yeah, I also playing SP because, of course, when you simplify the game state down, you can just make SP and Baron, and that is really good. Have your hand traps to back it up. You don't have to resolve speeder to win, especially when you're on such high non-engine value, non-engine count. Another cool interaction is that Souls plus the Bellstar is like a draw 3, is like a draw 4 if you have Wanted instead, because you can just Bellstar dump something, you set original, then Soul Special, and you dump original for draw 1, so you draw 1. Now original can get you Jet Synchron because you have you didn't normal summon, so it's one draw with Souls, grab Jet Synchron, then you go normal Jet, made Croc, and you draw 2, so it's 2 more, and if it's wanted you draw another one, so you went +5, and you at worst you can just survive Jet Synchron and make Baron. But if you draw 5, I mean you draw 4 plus search 1, you're probably gonna open a fucking Brave Starter. So yeah, that is also a really cool option that you have. And if you're not drawing another Brave Starter, you can just pass on Baron plus hand traps, and that will be really cool. The last approach I'm trying right now is the black screen. No, it's going full ball breakers. And the reason is I, I really hate playing into talents. I really hate that card. I hate playing to cross out. It's like you open tune on engines and you still lose. It's like unbearable for me. So I just try this high on engine, sorry, this full ball breaker count. And as I said, you can use your battle phase to deal with interruptions from your opponent. Also, these are all non-engine that are good going first because Fenrir can help you play through handshots. Talents, of course, is good. Hallway, I don't have hint. Frost can set Black Loves. That is really good unless you're playing as Flanderies, but I managed to find a way to use Blackout Loves against Flanderies earlier today when it was like Diabellstar pitched Blackout Love on turn 3 because it shifted me game 1, and like that is really good because you answer the advent trap because I knew what name they had in hand, so they changed the advent trap. You go Blackout Loves in the graveyard. I called Aglin and he really normal summoned Aglin. Okay, back to you. So that is a really good card, especially with Thrust. And it has a lot of synergy with the rest of the deck. You have Souls that can discard it to draw. You have Diabellstar, you have another Diabellstar. The Brave cards can dump it. Jet Synchron discard. So you have a lot of cool ways to have it in your graveyard when you're going second. So this is actually very good. And I decided to side some handshots for when I go against a deck that doesn't lose to board breakers that much. For example, I have triple Ash, triple Vistas, and 2 Ogre for Brandon. And the reason why Ogre is there is because it's actually a board breaker in this format. You can Ogre the EIB. So that's the reason why Ogre is there instead of another handshot like Imperm or something. Then Magical Spring is really cool. This is like the board breaker of the format, unfortunately, of course. Not a whole lot of people are on board breakers at all. Dark Ruler, same reasoning as before. You can play in main phase 2 or even without dealing damage. Synchron is still very good, and that's pretty much about it. The only 2 cards that are not that good going first are Change of Heart and Ash. I mean, are we really complaining about 2 dead cards in a deck that virtually FTKs? It doesn't need non-engine. Like, I'm not playing Calamity here because I wanted to get a space for SP and play Sunshine in case I get handtrapped a lot. But you can also play Calamity. I will not stop you. I'm actually one of the biggest advocates for playing Calamity in Synchron because, as you know, it plays very well on the draw, but draw is not that popular, so haha, popular. Anyway, that's pretty much about it for this video. Expect some kind of stuff that are not strictly Synchro related. I'm preparing a video for Senpai Dragon with a Dragon Ruler's engine. That is pretty cool. I'm really proud of that tech, even though Senpai Dragon isn't even out in the TCG. I'm blabbing a bit that because, as I said, the format just sucks, man. So I'm diving into the new format and hopefully the battlelist saves us. But until then, I have to cope on this. So see you on the next one. Bye.